collaborating with like all the tiny details on making this Pat McGrath and Star Wars together. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I got all this new Pat McGrath Star Wars collection in the mail, and it's so gorgeous that I just could not resist on not making a video for you guys. So that's what I'm doing today. These palettes are freaking amazing. So I have both of the smaller palettes, and then I have 3 of the lippies, and we're gonna get into swatches and trying this out on my eyes, and I am so flippin' excited because everything is so gorgeous. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is London, and I do have a few Pat McGrath things. If you guys didn't know, I do have one of the big palettes. It is, I think, the Lobby and Rose, or maybe that's what this palette is called. But I have these 2 of the bigger palettes, and it took me a long time to start getting into Pat McGrath eyeshadows because they are so expensive. And then I also have 2 of their little small mini palettes. So I only have 4 palettes by Pat McGrath. So I am very, 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 very excited to have this in my collection. Like I've just been staring at it because this is raised and textured. This is shiny. The packaging is phenomenal inside and out. The shades are amazing. Like at first when I saw this collection, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I like Pat McGrath. I like Star Wars. Cool collaboration. I'll buy it. But then like a part of me was thinking like, this might be a little bit of a cash grab. But holding it in my hands, like there was a lot of detail that went into this. Like everything about this palette, I'm like so shocked by and so impressed by. Like this is some sturdy packaging. The design on the packaging is insane. I know I keep going on and on about the packaging, but like when I got this, I was like, yes, yes. And then even like the lipsticks, oh, that's so freaking cute. Look at how cute these lipsticks are. I'm never gonna throw these away. And then it's like a little stormtrooper. Ew, I can't. But the other thing that I really love about this packaging that I really hate about this packaging is I loved it at first, but this whole like opening and closing of this gets pretty annoying, and then to have it on your vanity kind of like this got pretty annoying pretty fast. So I found myself not really reaching for this, but this one has the magnetic closure, which I really appreciate. There's not like a ton of different things to try and get this open, and it stays open pretty flat, which I also appreciate straight away because I was getting so annoyed with this one. All right, so let me go over some prices for you guys. I will have the website linked down below, but they do have a couple different like bundles and stuff, and this is like 2-part release, so it's a little confusing. So each one of these palettes, these are $65 each. Okay, 6 pans, $65 each. All of the lippies are $40 each. Okay. There is a big palette that is basically the Decadence palette, just repackaged with the Star Wars. I'm pretty sure I saw on their Instagram that it is the Decadence palette, just like with a new life, which I don't have the Decadence palette, so I am happy about that. So this big palette that is coming out later, it comes out December 26th, the day after Christmas. So don't have this palette yet, but the big palette is $125, and you can get a lippy paired with it for $140. And then the palette duo, they have the lippy and the palette duo, and that is $115. Kind of confusing. There's a couple little bundles, but hopefully that makes sense. I'll have everything listed and linked down below because I know it gets pretty confusing unless you're like actually looking at it, and the names are pretty confusing. So like the names are not on the front of the palette, but this is the Galactic Gold palette and this is the Dark Galaxy palette. And then on the top of the lipsticks on the packaging and on the bottom of the actual lipsticks is the names. So this one is clear, this one is like a lip balm, but it was R2D2, so I couldn't resist. And this is the Gold Astral and Nude Astral, and they correspond with the palettes, which is what I did. I bought the palette lipstick bundle, and yo, these sold out fast. I was so shocked that I got my hands on it. I've never really bought anything from Pat McGrath like when they launched something, so when it like came out and it sold out so fast, I was like, whew, FOMO, anxiety, oh my gosh. All right, so you guys have probably had enough of all of the chit-chatting, so we're gonna get into this now. So the first thing I want to show you guys is, so the R2D2 lipstick is so pretty, and then on the back it's got a little Star Wars. It feels like I could peel it off, but it's also like a really luxurious sticker. But I love this. This is just a clear lip balm. And then I did do swatches of Gold Astral and Nude Astral, but I want to show you guys the outer packaging of them before showing you the swatches. So this is the Gold Astral and this is the Nude Astral. The packaging is so cool. They did such a good job on collaborating with like all the tiny details on making this Pat McGrath and Star Wars together, which I really appreciate. On the bottom of my arm is Nude Astral and on the top is Gold Astral. They are a glittery lipstick. They don't have a lot of pigment to them. One is a little bit more pink and the other one is a little bit more gold. And this is what the lipsticks look like up close in the tube. And I will be swatching the lipsticks on my lips later on in the video. But now let's get into the palettes. So I'm gonna get into the Dark Galaxy first and how I swatched this. So I swatched this palette from like bottom of my arm up, starting with this shade, working across, going to this shade, working across. So we have Cosmic, Viminous Void, Saturnalia, Smoked Amethyst, Odyssey, and Bronze Nebula. And this palette is freaking gorgeous. Like, I can't even tell you guys how freaking pretty this palette is. I tried so hard to get the true color of this palette, and I cannot. But these three shades right here are all three duochromes. So when I hold it here, this looks gold, this looks taupe, this looks all the way black with a little bit of gold. And then when I shift it here, this is pink, this is purple, and this is purple. I don't know if I can show it in the camera. I'll try, but it's just, whew. And then the textures, the formula, ugh. So now let's get into the swatches for Galactic Gold. So again, same thing with the swatches. We have Galactic Gold, Bronze, Violet Void, Corruption, Electron, and Gold Standard, which Gold Standard and Galactic Gold are the two that I am like dying to put on my eyes. These are stunning. All right, so I just primed my eyes with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and I thought about what I wanted to do, if I wanted to go one palette on one eye, one palette on the other eye, and I decided I want to do these in a whole separate video, but as far as review purposes, I'm going to mix these two palettes together on my eyes for this video, but I'll have a whole look with this whole thing and a whole look with this whole thing in separate videos for people who are just looking at one palette, or, you know, you never know. And then I'll have another separate video once I get the big Star Wars video. So if you're ready for that, don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified for when I get that video out, and these separate videos out, but let's get on into the eye look. All right, so I zoomed you guys in a bit. It's gonna be a little bit hard for me to say all the names for these palettes, but I'm gonna take the Dark Galaxy palette and the shade Cosmic, which is this one, and I'm gonna take it on a blending brush and just sweep it into this inner corner crease. Whoa, that is so pretty. And then still with Dark Galaxy, I'm gonna take the shade Venomous Void, this matte purple, plummy purple, and I'm gonna focus this in the outer corner and really focus on blending this up and out. Who here has seen the new Star Wars movie? Let me know in the comments if you've seen it already or if you're planning on watching it. I would love to know, but I'm not gonna say any spoilers. And then I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush in that same shade and just go ahead and blend it under my lower lash line. So as you guys saw on the swatches, these palettes are mostly shimmer shades, so this is going to be a pretty shimmery look. There's only one matte between the both of these shades, both of these palettes. But I'm going to take Galactic Gold and I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. That is so pretty. Look at that. Wow. And then I'm going to take the shade Corruption, which is the kind of gold burgundy duochrome shade right there. And I'm going to put that right in my inner corner leading up to that other shade we put down. Can you guys see the duochrome on this? I hope so. There's so many shades I want to use. And there's not enough eyelid space. And then I'm gonna take the shade Gold Standard, which is that really pretty gold shade. And I'm gonna put that right on the inner lower lash line. Gold and purple are so pretty together. All right, now we're gonna dip back into the Dark Galaxy. And we're gonna take the shade Smoked Amethyst, which is a kind of either really dark black purple shade, but it does have some glitter in it. I'm gonna take it with an eyeshadow brush and I'm gonna put this in the outer V and then slowly and carefully blending it out. And then I'm gonna go back into Venomous Void, which is that matte kind of plummy shade, and carefully blend the black out a little bit. And then now I'm gonna take Saturnalia. I don't know how to say it, but this kind of reddish magenta shade, and I'm gonna take it with my finger and just place it right on the center of the lid. And then I'm gonna take the shade Odyssey and I'm gonna kind of highlight my inner corner with the shade. And then I'm just taking a clean brush and just blending the edges of this glitter a little bit. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit more of a touch. I'm gonna take the shade Electron, which is this like purpley blue duochrome, and I'm gonna take it on a blending brush and stick it right underneath the center of my lower lash line and just drag it down a little bit. Dramatic Christmas Eve makeup I will have today, this year I should say. All right, and this is the finished look, and I took off the lipstick that I was wearing and I put on Nude Astral, which is the one from the Dark Galaxy palette. And this is what it looks like up close. It is very sparkly, very pink. And this is what Gold Astral looks like with the finished look. And then here's it up close. It does have a little bit more gold glitter in it than the Nude Astral. All right, so this whole collection I have 2 giant thumbs up for. Packaging, formula, freaking so amazing. I'm obsessed with it. Cannot wait to make more videos with this whole collection, so stay tuned for that. Let me know what you guys think of this collection down in the comments below. Do you think it's freaking amazing like I do? All right, and then this is the end of the video. If you guys haven't seen my last video, I'll have that video right over here. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube. and my face will be right here where you can click on it and subscribe to my channel.